Hello everybody, I am Randy, your coach of Texas Rangers. We are back for week 4 of the PGBL. Now this week's going to be a very good match. It's going to be a bloodbath, I'm sure. We are taking on the Kentucky Typhlosions. They are the only other team in the league that is undefeated along with us. I mean, it's only been 3 weeks in, so undefeated really doesn't mean much. So it'll be nice to see who comes out of this one. It's going to be an interesting match for sure. The Kentucky Typhlosions are coached by Mr. Chadbry, so of course I'll leave his links down in the description below, and of course there will be a timestamp, so if you want to skip to the battle starts, feel free to do so if you don't want to see the exact move sets and such. But make sure you guys check out his channel. Like I said, watch this video. It's be very interesting. He's a very he thinks a lot about his moves, and he's got a very he definitely plays with a lot of thoughts, and he's definitely gonna be a hard fought. It's gonna be a hard fought match. Nothing else to say there. Like I said, we're the only 2 teams that are 3-0 right now, so it's ironic that we're put together. But given how the season's gone for me so far, I can very easily be 0-3, like maybe 1-2, I'd say at the worst, honestly. But we've been very fortunate, and yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into it here. His team is probably one of the probably one of the more well-built teams in the league, and it's pretty underrated. Like, when you look at it on paper, like initially, it doesn't look that bad, but when you start digging into his core and like what you can do, it's actually really hard to break depending on what your team has. And since my team doesn't have like a solid ground type, his team is very hard to deal with. Like, my Fairy Dragon Steel core can't break through everything like usually, so it's definitely gonna be very difficult to attempt to win this game. But his team, of course, is in the right side. He's got Mega Scizor, Dragonite, Swampert, Mandibuzz, Typhlosion, Jellicent, Claydol, Hariyama, Muck, Alolan Muck, Bastiodon, Roserade, and the Tauros. So again, very threatening team. Mega Scizor probably one of the best Megas in general, not necessarily in draft format, but just in general. So it's very difficult mon to deal with, especially since my team actually does not carry a fire type. So that's very he's definitely going to have to be on the lookout for hidden powers and such, and like coverage moves and stuff like that. So that's something to note. Dragonite actually can to 6 on the team I brought today, but I got to keep it off the field, so that's what I'm going to try to do. If I lose to it, I lose to it, but it is what it is. Mandibuzz, very hard mon, walls my pins here pretty much, so it's going to be very difficult to deal with. Typhlosion, Scarf is very threatening to my team. Jellicent, very hard water type to break through. Claydol, its coverage is pretty insane, so I'm going to be on the lookout for any coverage moves I might have for my Pokemon. And it's a good spinner, Stealth Rock Setter as well. Hariyama, fighting type, not really scared of that too much. Alolan Muck is very threatening. I actually picked up Doug Trio. I'll go over my free agency and my team changes in week 5, after week 5, because that'll be mid-season, so somewhat. So I'll wait for that, to recap my team in case you guys don't know what's going on. But Bastiodon's next, not really too afraid of that as well. Roserade's kind of a threat to my Tapu Fini, and Tauros is fastest mon on his team, so that's always somewhat threatening to have speed. But it's kind of the same boat as my team. Like, he doesn't have very fast mons except like Tauros, and mine is Zebstrika, so something to note there. But let's go ahead and jump into the team. We have Mega Pinsir, of course, MVP, making his 4th start in a row. So we're running the same spread we do whenever we run against like a base 100 mon that can destroy everything, being Typhlosion. Or it's 103, I think. It's like, I think it's 100 actually. I don't even remember its speed. But anyway, running less speed to outrun Typhlosion that isn't Scarf. If it's Scarf, it's Scarf. But I'm thinking it might not be Scarf this week just because it's Tapu Fini. But anyway, I'm running this 36 in defense only because I'm running bulk up this week, and the reason why I'm running bulk up is because Mandibuzz obviously can just foul play, and foul play with no setup does like 65 to like 74%, something like that. So by running bulk up, if Mandibuzz is a bit injured, or if Pinsir is in good shape, and like I said, if Mandibuzz is injured, I can get a bulk up, and bulk up on the defense pretty much neutralizes my attack boost. So like if I'm at +6 bulk up and it's +6 attack, like his foul play is doing the same as if I was at no boost at all. So in that sense, like he can still break through. It's a 2-hit always, but like I said, if he's injured, bulk up allows me to break through him, and I can definitely use that. And bulk up also helps me against like Scizor or like Pert. If Pert carries Rock Slide, which I do imagine it will carry Rock Slide, if it doesn't have Roar, I could potentially set up on Swampert and with all my bulk up. So I don't have recovery, but obviously he'll miss at one point and it won't be doing as much, so that's something to keep in mind. I can also maybe set up on Muck depending on what Muck has, but Muck does get access to Stone Edge, so I'm going to be careful of that. Earthquake does not guarantee a kill on Muck depending on his spread, so that's something to look out for. And of course Quick Attacks is nice for priority in case Tauros is like in and stuff like that. So it's just a mon that I have to bring because it has the speed and the power to like break through some of his mons, so very important mon there. Next, we have High there making the second start in a row. Hydreigon probably will come back. Hydreigon being the female Hydreigon, the nickname. She'll probably come back next week. She's been on the bench too long. Depending on how High there performs. We are running Fire Blast this week, so if he misses that, he's going to get benched. But yeah, Fire Blast, of course, guarantees a kill on any form of Scizor. If it's max def, max health, it dies to Fire Blast always. That's the only reason why I'm running Fire Blast over Flamethrower. Flamethrower kills max HP Scizor, but I'm not really sure if he likes running like weird spread sets. But like, I would imagine Scizor would be physically defensive for Pinsir, but he has a Mana Buzz for that, so he could be specially defensive. He does like running a bulky Scizor for sure with Roost and stuff like that. So I just want to guarantee a kill on a Scizor because I don't want to have to play around with him being like max def and then I lose my Hydreigon to a U-turn. So that's kind of why I'm running that. I'm running the Haban Berry just in case Dragonite. Like I can live a +1 Dragon Claw. I think I have a chance to live a +2 Dragon Claw as well, but I died at a +1 Outrage, but I died even with Outrage when I have 2 fairies on my team. And I can, of course, fire back with a Draco Meteor and do heavy damage to get in range of perhaps Pinsir or even my Conkeldurr. I'm running a mix set because Muck is probably going to be his #1 switch into this thing, so I can just Earthquake after that. Unfortunately, the only way I can kill Muck is if I were to Draco on its switch in and then Earthquake after. But I'm pretty sure that still doesn't kill Muck, depending on the spread, especially if it's Assault Vest. Assault Vest Muck kind of just like walls half my team, so that's something I have to keep in mind. Of course, Draco, Stab, Dark Pulse for Claydol and Jellicent and stuff like that. I am kind of terrified of a Cobra Berry Claydol with Dazzling Gleam, so that's something I do have to be careful of. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for this Mon. It deals with some of his bulkier Mons, and then it kind of shuts down like Scizor if I'm able to hit a Fire Blast. So I know I'm kind of jinxing it, but I know I'll hit one. Like I have to. It's the game's on the line if I miss it. So I might run Flamethrower. Like just saying it now, I think I'm gonna run Flamethrower. If he's max def, he's max def. So whatever. We got Protein making his not fourth start, but he's making his 3rd start of the season, I believe. Running Assault Vest, Iron Fist, same set I've been running like the entire season so far. I haven't really found a need to run Guts or Sheer Force. Guts is kind of like not really a thing because I have Tapu Fini, so I don't have to worry about it. Although he does have Jellicent, which is like a prominent user of status, so I'm hoping I can have Fini in at least at one point to prevent that. I am running Drain Punch, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Ice Punch. Pretty much the goal was running Fire Punch. Like it doesn't hit anything except Scizor. The only reason why I'm running that is because I don't want Scizor setting up on me. Like I doubt he brings SD Scizor, but in the case he does, I can't let him set up on anything. So that's my thought process there. I haven't really calculated Drain Punch's damage, so I could like try that, but you know, it's definitely iffy. Like I just want to run that. Like I did consider running Focus Punch, but that would be kind of crazy. But yeah, Fire Punch is just so you can't set up on me, and then of course Thunder Punch is for not Roserade, but Jellicents and the Mana Buzz, so that's good there. The Bulk allows me to like take a Eruption from Scarf Typhlosion, so I can always take 2 guaranteed. And then of course I have enough speed to outrun Muck, because Muck runs 70 speed with no investment. I'm not sure if he'll speed creep or not, I doubt it, but that is what it is here. Of course it's just a great Mon in general. I did consider running Mach Punch over Drain Punch. I might go back to that honestly, because I kind of want the priority. I don't really need Drain Punch for any Mon specifically, so I might consider changing that, but you know, if it changes, I'll tell you guys during the match. Tapu Tiki is my next Mon. Now this Mon has the potential to win the game for me, being Calm Mind. I just running max health because that's pretty efficient to run for me. If I can eliminate the Roserade and weaken Muck a bit, or even knock out Muck, this thing can 6-0 pretty much. If I get like 2 or 3 boosts up, I would imagine he would have Roar on Swampert, or like Taunt on Jellicent, or Mana Buzz, but I'll outrun those unless he's running a lot of speed. So this Mon can definitely put in a ton of work. I did consider running Specs because Specs Moonblast, he only has like a few switch-ins to that, but it's just too I give him too much momentum by doing that, so I figured Calm Mind would work. I think it can, probably will, but you know, I just gotta be able to set up. That's the main thing about it. If I can't set up, then this thing won't do much. So yeah, that's a Tapu Tiki there. Next we have Magearna, running Shift Gear this week once again. Now this Mon, like I said, like I have a few different Mons for WinCon, so that's why how I play this. This Mon can do work as well. If I get a Shift Gear up, it can break through. Of course, the #1 wall to this is Muck, so I gotta be careful of that. Z Flare Cannon one-shots Dragonite even with its multi-scale, so that's something to note. Flare Cannon does not though. Also get a +1 boost, so that's something to note as well. Typhlosion also walls this set, but it dies to a +1 Z Flare Cannon, I'm almost certain, so I gotta calc that once more. But I'm pretty sure it will die to that. I haven't really checked it, honestly, because I was wondering why I didn't run this set before, because I had built the team originally, but then I lost the team, so I had to rebuild it again, so that's what happened. Energy Ball, of course, is for Jellicent and Swampert. That way I don't have to waste my Flare Cannon. And, of course, HP Fire is for Scizor. I guess Rose Ray too, but, you know, I get walled by a few things, but those are the lesser threats I don't really care about, so it's a bit crazy, the moveset, but I think it can work out, just depending on what I can kill. And finally, we have Denise and Delmise, not Delmise, Denise. Alright, can't type there. But we are running a very, very odd spread this week. Now, like I said, I did pick up Dugtrio, but I didn't want to use it because, like, I feel like it's too short of a notice. So I didn't want to use Dugtrio, even though it might bite me in the butt. But not Dark, Fire. That's what it is, yeah. This set is very odd, I know. Cobra Berry, so I can take a knockoff from Muck and fire off an Earthquake. It won't kill, but it'll do a ton of damage. And I doubt I'll be in Shadow Sneak range, although I might be. I'm not sure. Because, like, if you run Shadow Sneak, that means his coverage is limited to, like, the dual stab and then Shadow Sneak, and then last move probably being Stone Edge, maybe. He might run Gung Shot too, I'm not even sure. Over Poison Jab, but Hidden Power Fire, of course, is to limit Scizor from coming in on this thing. Because, I mean, obviously, when you see a Delmise, I mean, Mega Scizor's a pretty good switch in. So, HP Fire, pretty much two shots on most variants of Scizor being, like, the standard, like, impish, like, spread, like, defensive one. With, like, 116 defense and, like, 148 special defense. So, this guarantees a 2-hit on that. If he's full Fizz Def, it's a 2-hit on that as well. If he's, like, max attack, it's a 2-hit. So, that's why I have that. I can't let it set up on me. The only problem is this allows Dragonite to set up on me. So I gotta be careful with that. Power Whip, of course, is actually guaranteed to knock out a max defensive Jellicent pretty much 93% of the time. So that's why I'm running that. Power Whip for Swampert as well. Hits Claydol, even though Claydol can probably kill me with a move, but he would have to be like heavily invested in special attack to kill me. Even though I am running Naughty, I know it's kind of risky running Naughty when I kind of need the Spit Def more than defense, but I kind of need the defense for the Muck, so that's why I have that. And then of course Rapid Spin. I needed Rapid Spin. I really considered not running any hazard control, but I need to have the field clear of hazards, and this Mon kills every single Mon that sets up hazards on his team, being the Swampert, the Claydol, or the Bastiodon. So that's what I'm really that's the reason why I'm running this thing. And then of course if he wants to spin with Claydol, I doubt it because he's gonna have Defoggers, so that's why I didn't bring any rocks. So this is the team. Now it's very prone to getting swept by a Pinsir, not Pinsir, but Scizor or the Dragonite. But the goal is here, guys, his team is sort of passive besides those setup sweepers, so I gotta find a way to keep the pressure on him at all times. If he ever gets one step ahead of me, or if he gets the pressure on me, I think the game might be over because his two setup sweepers are very threatening. Now, I'm pretty ssure he hasn't ran SD Scizor yet this season. I've only watched like 2 of his battles, I'm pretty sure, so I'll have to go double check on that. But this is gonna be a tough match, guys. Extremely difficult. I think we could do it though. I have confidence in my team and myself, but you know, if we drop an L this week, it is what it is. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get in the battle, and I'll catch you guys there. Hello everybody, Randy here, back for week 4 of the PGBL. We are taking on the Kentucky Typhlosions. Now this match is going to be a very, very intense one, probably the toughest of the season. We are both undefeated right now, the only 2 teams left standing undefeated in this league. Now, it doesn't mean much being week 3, but I do want to pick up this win. I want to get a strong momentum going into week 5 and our rematch against in Vivid Color, Josh. So, Mr. Chadbry, his links will be in the description below. He's coach of the Kentucky Typhlosions. Once again, it's going to be a real bloodbath. No Ash, I don't want to trade with you. I'm very terrified of Dragonite. It's just the way it is. It can win against my team. Only changes I made from the team builder, I said I would tell you guys, is that I put Rock Slide on Delmise over Rapid Spin because he's probably going to be running Defoggers, so like, as long as he doesn't set up his own rocks, I should be fine. And I doubt he'll be going for that because, well, why have so many Defoggers when you're going to just bring rocks and defog them anyway? So, kind of risky, but I think it could work out. So, yeah, once again, make sure you go watch his battle video. He's a very good thinker. His battles are very interesting, so make sure you do check him out. So, yeah, I'm just going to send the challenge here. I'm going to go ahead and send it this week. So, yeah, there should be an interesting matchup here. Everything should be good. I also put Fire Blast on Hydreigon. I think in the team builder, I had Fire Blast, but I switched it back. But I put it back because I need to be able to kill Scizor in 1 hit. And I'm willing to risk a miss. I am willing to risk the miss. So it should be a good time. So I'm going to send the challenge here. He accepted. And guys, I am hoping for no Dragonite. If Dragonite does not show up, I think we have a very good chance at this. So I'll go ahead and decide myself here. Once again, it's going to be a real good one. We're the only 2 teams that are 3-0 right now. Granted, I did get lucky. I didn't get lucky, but like I definitely caught a break. So my chest is racing. It's always nervous during these battles. If we drop an L, we drop an L. But, you know, I'm going to do my best to play and the best I can. So give the Rangers a chance to win. So team is here. Yeah, we should be good to go. Dragonite should come, though. We disconnected, though. I think he had the wrong team or something. Oh, okay. Alright, so I'll send it again. It's cool. He just accidentally clicked the wrong button. That's cool. I got scared there. I thought I was about to get banned or something. Alright, cool. Alright, so a little anticlimactic there, but you know, it's definitely helps my nerves a bit. So I got a new setup. I have a mic stand now, or kickstand, whatever you want to call it. So it was cheap off Amazon, so makes it look a bit more professional, as well as I don't have to like lean forward so much, so you guys can actually see my shoulders and stuff. Because like the past few games, you guys have been seeing my head and not even my full face sometimes. So this should be better. The background's also showing as well. So yeah, this is gonna be a very tough matchup. Again, Dragonite's a very scary Pokemon, especially since I'm not bringing rocks. That's the scariest part about it. I could have brought rocks, and just run taunt on Feeny just to taunt Scizor and the Mandibuzz, but I decided to go this route. I don't know why. There's a very good chance, like if he's in the other conference, so the only time we can ever meet is if it's in the finals. And like looking on paper, this could be the final preview here. But, I mean, I gotta keep taking one game at a time, so, you know, if I do meet him somewhere down the road, I definitely gotta consider that. So, let's see what we got here. We do have the, there's Dragonite. He's got Claydol as well. So, he's got pretty much everything I thought he would do. The last one I wasn't so sure about was, like, the Claydol slot. My mind's telling me to lead, Hydreigon first, because he likes to lead Scizor, and Fire Blast one-shots, and his only switch in is Dragonite, and breaking that scale will be nice. So I think Hydreigon's a really, really good lead here. If he leads Muck, I don't have a good switch into Muck, so I'm hoping I can catch it off guard. If he leads Typhlosion, I think I have to go hard into Delmise. It's a really risky play, but he's definitely going Focus Blast. I think so. I would think. If it's Scarf Typhlosion, I don't have many switch-ins. Like Protein, he's 2-tapped almost by Eruption. And he doesn't need HP Rock, so I guess I'm not sure what hidden power he would run this week. I don't think Scarf Typhlosion does that much work, so here we go, guys. I'm nervous, but we're going to do it here. Do our best. Dragonite, got to kill that thing immediately. I'm going to skip the song. It's a bit too soft. Alright, here we go. Versus what? Scizor? Muck. Yikes. Okay. So, I really don't want to get knocked off here. But I do have Earthquake, and I can see if it's weakened. Like, weakening this thing would be so good for me, in all honesty. I do think it's worth it, in all honesty. Like, this is a last-minute check for Dragonite, but injuring Muck is really, really good for my Tapu Fini, because he didn't bring Rose Raid, so Fini can probably set up easily later on. So I think I'm gonna make that play. I think I'm gonna go for Quake. If he's got a Figgy Berry or something, that's fine. So I think I'm gonna make this play. It does 2-tap, so it looks to be AV from what I can tell. No Berry, he does knock off. So I do lose my Haban Berry, meaning my Dragonite check is sort of gone. He does crit me, that doesn't matter too much though. He could go hard Dragonite here. But I'm faster than Dragonite, so I get Quick again every time. He could go Claydol. Maybe I should Dark Pulsed. But Magearna looks pretty good looking at it. Magearna looks pretty damn good here. But Injury Muck is so good for me. It's so good. I outrun Dragonite. Jolly Dragonite. Let me double check that real quick. At least I hope I do. Shoot. Yeah, I do. Easily. Okay. So, really good damage. The only problem is Scizor could be a problem. So, I mean, there is no way he risks Dragonite here. And even if he does, Draco Meteoring would be a good play because I can get a lot of damage off to put it in range of Pinsir's quick attack. And he would need to be around. Let me check this real quick. I need to get this calc here in my head right now so I know for later on. He does decide to sack Muck, though. That is huge. That's huge for Magearna. That's huge. And Tapu Fini. Now Tapu Fini can set up easily. He might be trying to bank it off if I'm Scarf or not, but he already knows I'm Habanberry, so I'm not sure what he's going to go into here at this point. Like, Hydreigon might be sack-worthy here, so quick attack, I need to be able to, assuming his multi-scale is broken, quick attack does 29 to 34%, around 35%, 30 to 35% really. Dragonite does come in. I should be terrified, but I'm not for some reason. I mean, I think we just Draco immediately. There's nothing he can do about this. I just Draco every time. He could be baiting the Scizor double, but that's fine. I got a Draco. If he's weakness policy, this game's already over, but again, getting it in range of Pinsir is probably my main goal here. How much does this do? That is right in range, I believe. Is that in range? Let me check this out real quick. Draco did 65. I think it's in range. It's going to be a low roller. I just Draco again every time. Does he have E-Speed is the question. That's the real question here. I do have Mach Punch on Conkeldurr as well, so that's something I have to kind of consider. Does E-Speed kill Pinsir, though? That's the real question. That is the real question here. Thing is, I don't think he has the move pool to run that. Like, he can't afford to run E-Speed. I don't think he can afford to run E-Speed, though. That's the question. And I think I live a +3 in Extreme Speed. So, we'll just go on MVP right here. This should kill. We should be able to live this, I think. +3. I got a little bit of bulk. 36. Yeah, we live this every time. We live this all the time. So Dragonite goes down. Oh my goodness. The biggest threat to my team, I think. I feel. That is huge. Tapu Fini might just be able to clean up this game. That is huge. Pinsir's work has been done mostly. So, two of the biggest threats I was worried about, we were able to knock out within the first couple of turns, which is huge. Huge. Now we have Claydol, Typhlosion, Scizor. Now, Scizor could be a problem still. Let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. He goes Mandibuzz, though. Thank goodness. Okay. I doubt he brought SD anyway. So, I could save this. I think that's fair. I gotta go into something that does not let Scizor come in. And I think that's Protein. How much does Protein take from this? A foul play. I think Protein is the best play right now. Although that does kind of invite in Claydol to get up rocks. Which I don't think is a huge issue. But Magearna looks pretty solid here. Not gonna lie. That kind of invites Claydol in. I think that's fine. I'm gonna go Protein right here. If he Brave Birds, damn, then I got played, but I don't think he can afford to run that. Knockoff. That's fine. I'll take that. Although I am kind of weaker to Typhlosion, I do have Mach Punch, and I could definitely get some good chip on it. I think Ice Punch is the safest play as any. I would say. Just Ice Punch right here. Pretty safe play. Tapu Fini's looking really, really good here. I could have probably set up on this thing, to be honest. Probably. But I'm going to play a bit safe here. Foul play. That's fine. This does like 20 to 35%. Yeah, not too much damage, just because of the resistance. I do got to be careful of Typhlosion, though. That's kind of an issue. Definitely max defense. Ooh, I do get a freeze. Oh, man. Like, that sucks, but... Like, I don't think it matters seeing as I have Tapu Fini. So, like, I'm going to go for it again. He thought out. Okay, good thing how he did that. Okay, thank goodness. I don't feel so bad anymore. All right. So, foul play. Foul play. Okay. I'm thinking I have to go hard Fini right now. And just call mine up. I think I could win the game right now, actually. But I'm going to play it patiently. Because if you go Scizor, that could be a problem as well. If he's SD Scizor, that's the main thing about it. But if he was SD Scizor, you go into MVP every time. I'm just going to go Fini here. No more games. I'm going to go ahead and set up Calm Mind right now. I'm going to go for it right now. I'm going to go for the dub right here. Typhlosion would have to be Grass CMG to kill me, but I have Calm Mind, so getting like 2 boosts up should just keep me safe from that. I'm kind of shocked he didn't bring Roserade, in all honesty. Because Roserade, like, just completely beats Fini. Like, completely. So I'm going to get up a Calm Mind here. Scizor should not be able to be a real switch-in after +1. So that's my thing about that. Let me go ahead and do a calc real quick. Tapu Fini. On a... It could be Spadef Scizor. That's something that could scare me out, but... Let me check this out real quick. So, assuming he's like a standard mixed bulky Scizor, +1 Surf is always a 2-hit. But if he's full Spadef, I think he tanks it. Yeah, it's not a 2-hit if he's full Spadef, but I feel like he's not that set. So now let's see about Typhlosion. If there was a Z-move user, I would expect it to be Typhlosion. So, assuming he's timid, he's not Choice Specs. So, I think we just go for Surf here to gauge the damage. I think that's the play. We go Surf just to gauge the damage. Right? That's always the play. Yeah, we just Surf here. No need to go to +2. We'll see how Spadef he is, how much investment he is in. He has. This could be huge if he is SD, though. This could be huge. We see him for faster, which is to be expected. He's definitely not full Spadef. He does Swords Dance, though. That's fantastic. Okay, so I level +2 Bullet Punch. Pretty sure. Let me go ahead and check this out real quick. I am max health. Well, we have 1 play anyway, so we just Surf. Yeah, we eat that, no matter what. If he's adamant, I think we eat too. He looks to be, I think it is adamant, actually. Okay. So, let's see the calc now, because Fini's kind of low. I am so sure Typhlosion has a Z-move. Like, I'm almost so sure of it. Or a Power Herb, at least. Yes, 37 to 44%. If he's Power Herb. Now, if he's Z, we die. Which I would imagine it's either one of those. Solar Beam does... Solar Beam's almost... It guarantees a kill here at this range. I want to save MVP because of quick attack stuff. This beats Claydol and Mandibuzz, so I kind of want to save that. But at the same time, I could just sack this. So Magearna handles that pretty well. If he's Scarf, he can't kill me. He has to be a Z-move or Power Herb. And quite frankly, I think I'd rather get the information out of the way now, so I might just leave Fini here to die. I think it's a play. I think it's a play. That won't kill me. That shouldn't kill me. I'll see specs. Yeah, okay. I guess he has specs. Oh, it's a crit. That crit probably mattered. If he was specs, it definitely did not matter, but it probably was. Because he's running hidden power, I think he is Scarf, though. I think he is Scarf. So... is Pincer the play here? Maybe. I kind of want to save Pincer, in all honesty. If that's hidden power grass, so that shouldn't kill Pincer. And if it's a electric, that doesn't make any damn sense, so. How much is his mana buzz at, though? I think this is fair. Because, I mean, the worst possible case, I get my Magearna for free. Now, let's see how much this does. I just want to see if he's Scarf or not, to be honest. Return almost kills, so I'll just return. Or I could bulk up, but that's kind of risky. So, we were off to a good start, but he definitely brought it back really good. He crit my Feeny, which, it again mattered, unless he was specs, but... I think, honestly, if it was specs... Yeah, if it's specs, it didn't matter, but... I felt like he was Scarf, because you need to check the Pincer. I felt like he was Scarf, so... That sucks, though. Feeny could have gotten another kill, and that would have pretty much ended the game, because Magearna beats the last two on its own. One being Claydol, but, I mean, yeah, it's a Claydol. Because I think Mana Buzz isn't at full. But if he's full Fizz Def, I don't think Return kills 2 hits from there. Given its damage anyway. He is Scarf, though. Hit him around grass. No way. That's what I thought. He is Scarf. We do confirm that. He's Flash Fire, not Flame Body, so we're good here from that. And that pretty much opens the door for Magearna. Yeah. So I'm actually kind of shocked he had HP Grass as his check to Feeny and not Rose Raid. I'm really shocked, in all honesty. But I'm pretty sure he was going for game with the Dragonite. So, as much as I want to save this, there's no point, because Magearna can set up on this anyway, so, I'm just going to return, I think, is the best play. I could go for differential, but that doesn't mean... I have to sack something regardless before I bring in Magearna. So, like, even if he has Haze, that's not a big deal. I go Magearna right now and just go for Shift Gear. Although I should be faster than Claydol. Let me go ahead and check this out real quick, though. Ooh, I'm not faster than Claydol. But I should live any hit, unless he's Tectonic Rage. Nah, I don't even need a Shift Gear. But he would be Roost, Defog, Foul Play. Now we just go for it here, I think. That's the play, right? But what can this thing do to me besides like Whirlwind or something? Yeah, there's no way he's speed on Claydol. I'm just gonna drop Twinkle Tackle here. He is gonna switch out. Interesting. So he could have speed on it. Okay, this should kill if it's not Sash or AV or something. But I do have Energy Ball, so that could be a safer play to go after. But yeah, the Z move was safe because. But like, I'm kind of interested in why he switched out. He could be Sash. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't matter because like I'm still okay. Yeah, he can't kill me in one hit, so I just Energy Ball right here. And this should end the game right here if this dies, because like the only way he kills me is with Tech Rage. Yeah, that should be game. Yeah, and Mana Buzz will go down to a Flare Cannon. Yeah, I got terrified. Felt really good at the beginning of the game, but once I saw the weakness policy, which I assumed he would probably have, either that or a Z move, there was like no other item he would run. I got terrified, but fortunately, Pincer is pretty bulky. Base 150, it's like 120 defense or something like that. Yeah. base 120 defense. So yeah, we can just flare cannon here and ultimately end the game here. And yeah, should be game. Good game to Mr. Chadbry. Although, man, like, the score might say 3-0, but dude, that was like, that felt like a 1-0 because of like Delmise and Conkeldurr were not good mons to bring in this matchup. They were not good mons. So I'll definitely need to like consider that if we ever face again in the future. But Jesus, man, that team is like low-key busted. Like, it's not busted, but it's really, really well built. So heads up to those who got to play him future. Like, his team is like really good. So save the video for thumbnail purposes. But guys, check out his channel. Watch his side of the video. Again, very interesting. I'm definitely gonna watch it and check out what he brought. But I hope you all enjoyed. It was a ton of fun. The Rangers are now 4-0 on the season. We face the South Texas Sableyes in our Week 5 rematch, rivalry week. Like, I think it's actually like legit rivalry week. I don't even know. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.